The answer's simple. It's nighttime. I'll just break into that kid's house and kill it.
So, I've just watched episode 14 of Resident Alien. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. We have 2 episodes left after this, before we get to the end of the season. And the future's bright because we do have a season 3, which is fantastic. But let's talk about this episode titled Cat and Mouse.
Okay. Let's take a look at that nasty thing.
Okay, yeah, so I'm back with another review, another chat about this latest episode, my thoughts on it and all that goes with it. But before I begin, please consider hitting the subscribe button, coming back every week, watching these. It helps the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you wish. Leave a comment. Do leave a comment. It's always great to have a chat about Resident Alien. Check out some of my other content maybe, because I do review things like Star Trek when they're on and the like. So let's just get into this one. So this here episode, it opens with Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. She gets her scene at the beginning, but that's it. And the baby alien mind melds with her and shows itself in its true form, and we sort of cut out there. Now, it's quite funny with Linda Hamilton, because generally when she's an episode, you can expect her to only have one scene now. That's how it seems to be. That I don't know if they just haven't got her for very long or what the contract is, but it's rather strange. She's... Yeah, you keep an eye on that one, because it's quite interesting. Yeah, what can I say? So, Asta catches up with her father while he's fishing, and they have a discussion, all parent stuff. A follow on from last week's episode where Asta went to see her mother, and her mother was just nonchalant about her, didn't want to know, wasn't interested, just consumed in her own life and her own petty bitterness and all this sort of a thing. And this leads Asta to question herself as a parent, and through the episode this continues until at the end she approaches her own daughter and says to her, look, I do love you, I'm here if you ever need me, and if you don't need me then that's fine also, but just know that I love you and I am here for you. So this sort of like that story is carried on like that. You have the mayor and the mayor's wife Kate, and the ongoing issue with this, or storyline with this resort, and you know, their battle. He wants the result, she doesn't want the result. She's working with Kayla to get a restraining order against the result happening. This leads the mayor to go and see the sheriff. The sheriff gets invited over for dinner, and all this sort of thing. By the end of the episode, we find out that the restraining order has been put in place. But it does lead to some good scenes. I mean, the sheriff himself, he's fantastic. He's probably my second favourite character in this, after Alan Tudyk as Harry. He's just on form in every episode, and he delivers some wonderful lines. In this one, you know, when he's doing the massaging of the mayor, and then the mayor can't turn his neck, and he tells him to squat and hiss like a cat because he'd been massaging on stray cats and all this sort of a thing. His outlook on city life and rat infestations and this, all wonderful stuff. He's a really good character, and you know, when he learns that Max doesn't know what a whore is, he decides to lecture him on what a whore is. Do you know what I mean? Just inappropriate stuff, and he's very, very good. Sheriff Thompson himself also has a reunite with Lena Torres, the detective from the other town. Yeah, so they're doing stuff with this character, and it's fantastic. Darcy and Elliot, again, some more melodrama there. If Elliot's, I don't know, I got the feeling that he might turn out to be a grey alien. He's got to turn out to be an alien. It would make sense, especially if you see the final scene where aliens take charge of their life but humans don't, sort of message from Harry. If you think of that while you're looking at Darcy on the ground crying, but if you take that from Elliot's perspective, it kind of leads into Elliot could be an alien. So watch this space for that one. Let's see if that happens. Now, Deputy Liv is joined by Terry O'Quinn from Lost fame, very famous actor. He has been in this before as the alien hunter, alien tracker, as we know. Fantastic actor when he turns up. and he's in town to sort of meet with her after she's bombarded him with emails, and he sees Harry again, and he goes after Harry and chases Harry. He tries to get Max involved, and again it leads to some fantastic scenes when Harry's sat in the diner, and you know they come in, Deputy Liv and the alien tracker, and Harry's more concerned about whether he's ordering from the dessert menu, and when he looks back as he's being hurried out of the cafe, he looks back and said, he has the dessert menu, the son of the bitch. Do you know what I mean? Just fantastic stuff. Yeah, you know, just good, very good. Made me laugh. You know, so you have all this stuff going on. There's quite a bit of stuff of Harry as in alien form. You get to see that quite a bit. But I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling with this show. On the one hand, I like it. And on the one hand, it's just full of this melodrama rubbish that just seems to go nowhere and have no relevance to the primary plot. Now, I think what's keeping me on board with this programme, I'll be honest, is the writing. The writing of the characters, or the writing of some of the characters. Because I'm thinking some of the lines are so witty and great that there's some great writers on board of this. Some of the lines that these characters deliver are just fantastic. However, as you can see by me going through the amount of stuff, and that's only like half of it, the amount of stuff that's occurred in this episode, there is so much swamped in, and so much of it is irrelevant to the primary plot. So much of it is just melodrama that's, you know, not required. You've got to ask yourself how many of these storylines can be jettisoned and you wouldn't mind. Ask yourself that question and let me know down below. I'd be really interested in seeing, because for me the Darcy plot, you know, that's going nowhere. The skiing stuff, what was that all about? You know, it's just filler. It's filler nonsense. This stuff with the result, is it needed? You know, I understand that the point of the program itself is to, you've got this alien. Right, and that's why it's called Resident Alien. You got this alien who, and it's his journey through life. It's his journey learning to become human and what humanity means and all this sort of a thing. I get that, and we're being shown different aspects of life, but he's not involved in this. He's not involved in these storylines. You've got storylines going on that don't affect Harry and that primary plot, you know, and like I've said it before and I'll say it again, this show needs a restructure. It really does. It needs to, I'm not saying jettison as in fire the cast, but have a look at how your contracts are signed. Have a look at how they're filled out, because like I said, I'm sure that these contracts must read every character must have something in every episode, right? Apart from the child actors, because that's how it seems. That's how, you know, you don't have an A story and a B story. You need an A story and a B story. Otherwise, you're left with a lot of stuff that people are just walking away from and thinking, I can't be bothered with this. I really can't. And I know that this show is hemorrhaging viewers. It really is. It's lucky that we have got a season 3. That's fantastic. But that is lucky. Yeah, because this programme is hemorrhaging viewers like there's no tomorrow. And people say to me, I'm done with it. I'm done. And I know it's only a small amount of people, a few people, but when you look at the overall, that's a reflection of what's out there. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me know what your thoughts on this are. Please come let me know down below. Do you think there's too many storylines? Could you see a restructuring benefiting the show? Anyway, like I said, we've only got 2 episodes left, so we'll be back next week with another review. So this is AJ. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and come back next week. See you then. Take care, all, and goodbye.
We are an incredible, and I forgot to close the door.